it here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Allen Robinson, 95 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense... Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Third down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. And Robinson with a big catch. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
22 yards.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in.
Herbert's pass.
And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, ball's being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
And that will be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On is the Chargers punter now. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And Washington has taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 40, 30, the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Los Angeles.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Herbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. There he goes, left side.
If you were me, you
touchdown, L.A.
Herbert's pass.
Keenan Allen with a lucky number 13 touchdown. The quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on first down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And at the 43-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here we go on fourth down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that 1st half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Murray. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Rolling to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 14. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Third down. Third and long.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 54-yard.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Gain of 14 yards.
On third down, it's Gibson. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Play action. It's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Today's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly